Hi there, and welcome to the EnviroHub video guide of how to build an awareness campaign. My name is Kelly, and I'll be your host today, guiding you through how to build out your own awareness campaign for the issues you care about. All right, let's get started. One of the best ways to run an awareness campaign is with the two-pronged approach. This includes awareness and action. Not only do you want to raise awareness about the important topics, but you want to provide a way for people to follow through and take action on them. By having a follow-up action, you can start the push to make change, which is exactly what awareness is all about. So let's give an example here. Let's say you want to run an awareness campaign on composting. Well, what do you want your follow-up action to be? Do you want students to utilize compost bins on campus? Do you want them to sign a petition to get composting bins on campus? Or do you want them to donate money to help get composting bins on campus? So always having a follow-up action for your awareness campaign. Here are some basic steps when building out an awareness campaign. First, of course, you want to select your topic. Then, make sure you collect information and get informed. And then, you come up with your plan of action. Let's go through selecting a topic. Here are a few tips for you. Passion. People gravitate towards passion. You want to choose a topic that is near and dear to your heart. Not too broad. Narrowing down your topic will help you to get a clear message across to your audience. Here's an example. Let's say you want to run an awareness campaign on waste. Well, great. But waste is a pretty all-encompassing topic. You have recycling, single stream, glass, plastics, food waste, food recovery, composting, landfills, pollution. It would be really easy to get lost and to lose your focus. So instead, consider narrowing it down. Let's say you just want to focus on plastics. And even further than that, maybe you want to focus on plastic bags, plastic water bottles, or even plastic straws. Narrowing it down, again, will help you to gravitate towards the action you want people to take. Next, be a trusted source. You can't educate about something you only know a little bit about, after all. So make sure you're well prepared to answer questions and be challenged by anyone who's staying up to date with your campaign. So first, collect information. Utilize organizations, research groups, articles, and government sites. Make sure you check credibility and always cite your sources. This is all about getting to really know the topic of your campaign. We don't want to be another source of misinformation. And if you're in a club, here's a couple tips for you. Consider giving a presentation to your entire team to make sure they're all on the same page. Or you can even bring in a professional. Another tip, collect all of your information in a shareable file so everyone can see and access it. Be that trusted source. Now we're going to go through actually planning out a plan of action. This is going to encompass your who, what, when, where, why, and how of your awareness campaign. So, starting with who. Your who is who do you want to educate about the topic? This is going to be your target audience. Is it students, faculty, the entire campus community, the surrounding community? Who do you want to broadcast your message to? What? Your what is what do you want your target audience to learn? This is going to be your main message of your campaign and should relate back to your action. An example would be a plastic campaign. Do you want your main message to be about plastic recycling or about plastic pollution and its impact on wildlife? Or maybe it's about single-use plastics. What do you want your main message to be? Your what is also going to be your campaign title. So here's a couple tips about campaign titles. A great campaign title can really help to boost your success. It embodies exactly what the campaign purpose is. Here are just a few examples for you. Waste Management's Recycle Right campaign. Well, this campaign is all about teaching people exactly what can and cannot go in the recycling bin. How about the Surfrider Foundation? Their Rise Above Plastics campaign. This is a campaign to stop people from utilizing single-use plastics. And Camelback's Ditch the Disposable campaign, that's about reusing reusable water bottles instead of plastic ones. So these campaigns all tell a story about what the campaign is about just from the title. Next, let's go into your when. Your when is your timeline. When are you launching your campaign? How long will it run for? A few weeks? A couple semesters? Are there key milestones throughout your plan of action? Your when will really help you build out exactly when the most important parts of your campaign will play out. And how about your where? Where is where you will be carrying out your campaign actions? On campus, in the community, in a specific place on campus? An example is a composting campaign. You may want to focus your campaign efforts within all dining spaces on campus, since that's where people are dealing with food and food waste most often. And how about why? Why are you running this awareness campaign? This has to do, again, with your action and your outcome. For example, again, if you're running a composting campaign, why are you running this campaign? Well, your action might be for people to utilize compost bins more correctly. And the outcome will be to cut back on your campus food waste and save resources. So always laying out your campaign action and the outcome will really help you to spread that key message and get people to take action from your campaign. But how? How do we actually raise the awareness? Well, now that you've learned how to lay out the details in an awareness campaign, it's time to do so with your own campaign. When you enter back into the EnviroHub Awareness Portal, we recommend downloading the Awareness Campaign Plan of Action template. So that's going to be down here right next to this video link. This awareness campaign template will help you to plan out your own awareness campaign and make it as successful as possible. Once you determine your own who, what, when, where, and why for your campaign, next it's time to determine exactly how you're going to raise the awareness. How are you going to get people to talk about your issue? Further down in this awareness portal, browse through EnviroHub's awareness avenues to give you some ideas. These awareness avenues provide some great ways to get the conversation brewing about your campaign. Learn how to raise awareness through social media platforms, or maybe by hosting a fun event, or by building a eye-catching display. There's a lot of options. Once you decided which avenues you will use to raise awareness, utilize the planning grid within the awareness campaign template once again to help you plan out who's in charge of that avenue, when you're going to execute it, what kinds of materials you might need, and any strategies you plan to make it successful. Once your awareness campaign template is complete, you'll be ready to start your own awareness campaign. So, get out there and raise some awareness.